atmosphere frenetic. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And here is the national anthem of Morocco. Well, that was impressive. Match that. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Brahim Diaz is someone who had a very interesting football education, Peter. He spent time in his youth, both in Manchester and Madrid, and he's had a real elite upbringing. And it's easy to see why those schools of thought have had an influence on his game. He's very intelligent with his movement, he's hard to dispossess. He does have a tendency to maybe be overly ambitious at times, but I'm sure he'll sort that out.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Mazraoui. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Dembele. Chouameni. Hernandez. And here's Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Dembele. And the shot! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Mazraoui. Mazraoui, gently done. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Koundé. Elise. And here's Mbappe. Takes a shot! Well, they could break here. El Ainawi. Riyad. And it's played forward. Showing good feet. Nice interception, well timed. Elise. Koundé. Rabiot. Unahi. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Koundé. Rabiot. Koundé. Rabiot. Cherki. Aim forwards. Mazraoui. Unahi. Riyad. Moved on forwards. Hakimi. And here's Brahim Diaz. And it's El Ainawi. Oh, good spread. Cherki. Elise. Rabiot. Looks to the other side. Brahim Diaz. Hakimi forwards and with intent. Koundé gently done. Rabiot. And here's Mbappe. Played out wide. That's very neat. Rabiot. And it's played forward. Can he get onto this? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Succumbs to the pressure. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Elise. Oh, he's in! Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Hakimi. Hakimi. Oh, good-looking ball. Saliba. And the keeper's got it again. That's really well manoeuvred. Koundé. France making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
Well, this is all down to a big team commitment to exercise a measure of control, and it's working.
Out to the left it goes. That's a good run down the left. Mazraoui. He's in plenty of space here. Saliba gets it away. And it's El Ainawi. And he's heaved it away. Looking to break at pace. Cherki. Mbappe. Unahi shifted upfield. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Mazraoui makes the interception. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's gone for a throw-in. France out in front with an early advantage. In with the challenge. Morocco have a free kick.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Olise with the clearance. That's been slipped through. He's cut it out. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Hakimi. It'll be a throw-in. He slings it in. Cleared away. He is just caressing the ball. Cleared without complication. Brahim Diaz. Oh, sweet feet. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Good take, and is he in? There's the shot! Saliba. It's Hernandez. Hernandez wins the duel this time. Hernandez stood his ground strongly. There are a few waiting for it. And the shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Dembele is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. And here's Mbappe, Koundé. Kunde charging forward down that flank. Lovely bit of skill. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Olise. Cherki. That has been cut short. The referee's awarded a free kick. Is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Rabiot. Olise. And there's the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Chouameni. France leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And here's Dembele, and here's Mbappe, Olise! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Olise actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Defending of the desperate variety. That's tidy. And here's Mbappe. And again! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Hakimi. Nicely aimed pass. Hoisted upfield by the keeper.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Rabiot. Cherki. Chouameni, aim forwards. Hernandez. Time to deliver, and that's aimed into the middle. Cherki. Rabiot. Cherki, and here's Mbappe. Defending was strong and firm.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Dembele. Tchouaméni on a charge down the left. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Can he deliver? He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Cherki. This might real chance! He'll try to keep this alive. Dembele. Oh, shooting chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's a clearance, but not much of one. Cherki. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Hernandez. Very nicely done. Rabiot. Upamecano. Saliba, gently done. Olise. Brahim Diaz. Moved on forwards. And that is out of play. And it's Hakimi. And here's Brahim Diaz. And here's Brahim Diaz. Mignon gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Tchouaméni. Rabiot. Olise. Tchouaméni. Dembele. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Takes a shot! Yeah, he's fouled him there. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. El Ainaoui. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And the finish! Rabiot. Cherki. Olise. Cherki. Dembele. Well read, nice interception. Hakimi. And it's Diaz. And here's Brahim Diaz. Dembele, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Olise is onto it in a flash. Koundé, Olise, and here's Mbappe. Unahi does really well to win the ball there. Najraoui.
France have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Hernandez is there, and he can get that clear. Chouameni. Upamecano. Rabiot has created one goal already. Koundé. And it's Rabiot. Olise! Olise! Oh, that's a waste.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Brahim Diaz. Hakimi. Hoisted in. Upamecano gets rid without sophistication. Well, the fans don't seem too happy about that, and you can understand why. They had lots of the ball, but they were going nowhere with it. That's really well manoeuvred. Upamecano. Rabiot. Koundé. Rabiot. And it's Rabiot. Lovely feet. So who's he picking out? Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Great work on the overlap. It's a mighty effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Rabiot. France looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Picks it up out wide. Brahim Diaz. Upamecano gets across to intercept that. Mbappe! Well, the ball's come loose here. He can get that clear.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Chouameni with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Cherki. Koundé. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rabiot. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Koundé. And here's a decent chance!
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Koundé. And it's played forward. And he cuts out the supply. That's really well manoeuvred. Upamecano attempts a clearance. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Clipped into space. And that pass just didn't quite work. Mazraoui. And he's there to clear it. Dembele looking to add to his goal. Koundé. Muscular approach does pay off here. Unahi. Mazraoui. Mazraoui played over towards the opposite flank. Oh, he's found great chance! It's a loose ball.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Upamecano. Koundé. Rabiot. Cherki. Elise. Chouameni. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele played out to the left flank. That has been knocked clear. Brahim Diaz, aim forwards. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, nice touch. And it's Diaz. Upamecano with the clearance. Brahim Diaz. Worth a try, but not this time.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Chouameni getting this one clear. And it's Mazraoui. Hernandez. Rabiot. Hernandez. Now he's off and running. Proves too strong. That looks a cracking ball. Chance here to counter. And the half-time whistle goes. Seeing views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
France ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we're off again. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Mazraoui. Now this could be a chance. Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Rabiot. Saliba. Upamecano, gently done. Rabiot. Saliba. Dembele. Chouameni. Koundé. Cherki. Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe goes steaming forward. Brahim Diaz. El Ainaoui. Brahim Diaz. Diop. El Ainaoui. Unahi. Moved on forwards. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Played out to the right. And that has been cleared. Cherki. Dembele. Saliba. Chouameni. And it's played forward. Dembele looks to get on the end of this. And here's Mbappe. Nice physical challenge. El Ainaoui. And it's Diaz. Brahim Diaz. Hakimi. Oh, he's found support out wide. Tries to get it clear. Who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Brahim Diaz. Could move up a gear here. The message is clear, none shall pass. Rabiot. Koundé. Upamecano. Saliba. Aim forwards. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Diop, gently done. Hakimi. Riyad, forwards and with intent. Played towards the other side. Hakimi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Riyad. Mazraoui. Diop. Riyad. And that's really well manoeuvred. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Saliba. Chouameni. Upamecano. Rabiot. Olise. Koundé. Upamecano. Koundé. Upamecano. Cherki. Dembele. Olise. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Mazraoui. Moved on forwards. Dembele. Rabiot. Koundé. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Dembele's cross. Riyad attempts a clearance. Olise. Olise! El Ainaoui. Riyad shifted upfield. And it's El Ainaoui. Thinks one through. It's a goal kick. Koundé. France with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. Hernandez. Chouameni. Hernandez. That's really well manoeuvred. Saliba. Chouameni. Upamecano. Dembele. Mbappe. Olise. Cherki. Koundé. Koundé takes control of it and he's on the move. Rabiot. Olise succumbs to the pressure. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Diaz. Now it's El Ainawi. Chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Cherki. Koundé. Just about up to the hour now. Upamecano. Tchouaméni. Upamecano, and he goes cross-field. Saliba. Hernandez. Saliba. And it's played forward. Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Dembele. And here's Elise. El Ainawi. And there's green grass ahead of him. That'll be a throw. And here's Brahim Diaz. Pin into the middle. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Unahi. Riyad, gently done.
France couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Proves too strong. Unahi, Mazraoui. Oh, it's played into the area. Tchouaméni moved on forwards. Out to the right. Koundé. Mazraoui forwards and with intent. And the counter-attack is on for Morocco. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Tchouaméni gets over and intercepts. El Ainawi. And it's Hakimi. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Aimed in towards the centre. That has been knocked clear. Oh, the clearance is short. Mbappe. Hernandez. Aim forwards. And back to the goalkeeper. El Ainawi. Diop. Riyad. Unahi. Diop. Up towards the front line. Well timed, excellent interception. Upamecano. Tchouaméni. Upamecano. Saliba shifted upfield. Clearly not happy with that. And a chance! He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Elise. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, that's neat. Plenty waiting in the middle. Played into the middle. And it's hoisted clear.
Chance, surely!
Olise. Cherki. Saliba. Moved on forwards. Now it's Mbappe. Unahi does really well to win the ball there. Hakimi, gently done. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And that's put paid to a promising move. Upamecano. Cherki. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Rabiot. Koundé. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. El Ainaoui. Unahi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Wins the duel this time. El Ainaoui. Saliba. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Saliba. Chouameni. Upamecano. That's really well manoeuvred. Saliba can get it clear.
Goes for a shot!
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Lobbed in behind. And they've got a throw. Played in with purpose. Saliba tries to clear. And it's Mazraoui. Cross goes in there. Oh, what a climb! Goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Morocco get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Upamecano. Rabiot. Koundé. Koundé hurtling down that right flank. Muscular approach does pay off here. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. El Ainaoui, and it's played forward.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's a throw.
Morocco really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Saliba forwards and with intent. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Hernandez. And that was very necessary. That'll be a throw-in. Cherki. And it's Hernandez. Hernandez with the delivery. Riyad gets good distance on it. Good play on the left-hand side here. Hernandez crosses.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, good spread. Nice control. Looking for a decent ball in. Oh, it's come loose. Mazraoui gets it clear. Rabiot. Cherki. That is lovely. A chance to play it in. Oh, that's nice. Koundé's cross. That's an excellent interception.
France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's really well manoeuvred. Dembele. That's good play. Dembele is fouled.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And it's hoisted clear.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And it's Mazraoui. That's very neat. It's anyone's ball now. And here's Brahim Diaz. And that's left him on the seat of his pants.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Saliba, Dembele, Saliba, Hernandez chasing after it. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz providing an outlet on that flank. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Punched away. It's run loose here.
Morocco really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Hernandez. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. The final 5 minutes. I think we're just about done here. Nice physical challenge.
France really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Brahim Diaz. And it's Hakimi. Shot a goal! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Koundé, Rabiot, Upamecano, Koundé, Rabiot, Olise, Dembele. Oh, great chance! Proves too strong.
France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He's having a shot! It's a goal! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Dembele.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
And it's Digne. Now who's going to be first to this?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. He's shifting through the gears here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Mazraoui. Played out to the right. He's had a shot! They just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Tries to get it clear. Strong running down that left flank. What a throw in. And it's Digne. Digne crosses. Has a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And the changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Deftly away. Referee's given a throw. Gusto. Cherki. France desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance. And here's Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the